private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child. And then won't lay today, make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Hi guys. Okay, so we are officially one day before surgery, and I just wanted to do a quick rundown of the foods you might consider eating, what's going to be good for you and what might not be so good or like sit on your stomach well after you come home. So we're just going to get into a small little list, and then I'm going to show you some foods that I'm packing. You know, feel free to do your own research and figure out what's good for you. These are the kind of foods that I like and what kind of fit that thing of what they said is appropriate to eat. They didn't, my doctor and the receptionist, any of the ladies in there that I asked, they said that you didn't really have to change your diet after surgery, but online I did read that there are some things that you do want to stay away from, absolutely. So doing my own research, we're just going to hop into that. Okay, so the foods that you are going to want to stay away from is going to be things like alcohol that can thin your blood and delay your process of healing, caffeine that can dehydrate you, salt is going to add to your bloat because you're already going to be bloated and swollen, so you're not going to want to add a lot of salt contents to your diet. Let's see, processed carbohydrates, things like pasta, bread, any of those processed, carbs that you shouldn't eat when you're on a diet. You're gonna want to stay away from those after surgery. You're gonna want to stay away from carbonated drinks. So pop, any carbonated drink is going to probably further bloat you or make it to where you're gonna have stitches in your muscles. So you kind of burping or like putting any pressure on those sutures is gonna make it probably more painful for you. So I would stay away from those foods. Spicy foods, it's probably gonna irritate your stomach. Greasy foods, and that's pretty much it as far as like what you should, I guess, stay away from what I seen online. And the foods that they said would be good for you would be chicken breast, turkey breast, lean proteins, sirloin steak, any round cut of beef, pork tenderloin, fish, seafood, tuna, salmon, ground turkey, and ground beef. You're probably gonna wanna get some protein shakes because the day after surgery, I hear that you're not really gonna be too hungry, but you do want to probably get something in the day after if you can't directly eat that day. So we're gonna move on into my little food haul that I'm gonna be taking with me over to my mom's, and you guys can get an idea of like what I packed if you wanna go kind of based off that. Okay guys, so just a quick haul of what I made and pre-prepped for after surgery so that I could have meals and stuff. And like I said, I did cook for family, so all this food here is not, I highly doubt that I'm gonna be hungry for even this much of it. So, but I did go kind of based off of what we just talked about of what kind of foods we wanna kind of stick towards. So I did get a spring mix. So it's got baby lettuce, what the spring mix has in it. Strawberries, we have our vegetables. So we got celery, broccoli, carrots. I made some tuna fish, grapes, fruit tray. we have Gatorade for hydration. I know you see bread back here. We did talk about carbs. Those are for the kids because I made grilled chicken. So this is what we're gonna be using for, I'm probably gonna be making salads with this. We have some bacon. Also, this is what I'm gonna probably put in my salad. And I also made like a little seafood boil. So we have our shrimp, sausage, and potatoes and corn. Like I said, guys, go off of what it is that you are comfortable eating. My doctor told me that I didn't have to change my diet any, but I'm assuming he doesn't want me to go out and directly go get some McDonald's after surgery or anything. But this is kind of what I came up with of what I'm gonna be eating after surgery. So just to give you kind of a little idea. And so we're gonna talk a little bit about what you're gonna wanna do the night before surgery, and they're probably going to tell you this. You're not gonna wanna eat past 12 o'clock. They don't allow you to eat past 12. You can't drink anything 4 hours prior to your surgery. So if you're drinking anything past 4 o'clock in the morning, you can't have any liquids. The night before, you're gonna wanna shave your bikini line. You're gonna wanna make sure you get all shaved. You're gonna wash your hair. You're going to get a special cleanser. Hold on one second. Night before, you're gonna use Hibiclens. You're not gonna use regular soap. Hibiclens is an antibacterial soap. So you're gonna make sure that you get that before, because you're gonna wanna wash with that. You're not gonna put any lotions on. You can't put any oils on. You're gonna take out all your jewelry. If you have any, you need to have your fingernails not painted. If you have nails on, take your nails off. And they recommend that you take a Tylenol 2 hours before surgery. Now, just for pain management, the day before, you are gonna wanna go get your medications and bring them with you. And you're gonna wanna wear loose fitting clothes. So you're probably gonna wanna go get like a jumpsuit, something that you can just zip up. You're not gonna wanna put anything over that you have to put over top of your head, like a shirt. You're gonna be binded up. So you're gonna wanna get something that you can just zip into, and slide shoes. So that is basically it to prepare for your surgery. And I hope you guys have a great journey, and we'll be back, and we'll see how this goes. So we'll see you tomorrow, and